tell you I briefly trained as an acrobat in Portugal? I think it's one of the reasons I've stayed so spry. He was a strange man. Claimed to be a mute, but talked in his sleep.
Morning, Kieran. Appreciate it. I'm doing good today. How are you doing? Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late today. Sorry about that, guys. I am whooped. I have this class and I have a quiz. I have to read an entire chapter, which is not short, which is fine, and take a quiz, but it's like every 2 days, literally. Every 2 days for 6 weeks. Every 2 days for 6 weeks, I have to read an entire chapter and take a quiz on it and do a discussion. Not a discussion every 2 days. The discussions are like every 2 chapters. But still, and that's just one of my classes. And I have a whole other class that's got a bunch of assignments. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to manage this. I'm trying to like get ahead on the law class, the one that's every other day, like, because if I can get ahead on that, then I can work on the assignments for the other one. But it's a lot. It's a lot of reading, and it's employment law, so it's boring as hell. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing today. Morning, Jose. All right, come on, have some good dailies today. All right, 2 American bullfrogs collected, 5 fish caught with food, hunt the leader completed, perfect pelt sold, place top 3 in a showdown, 1 player headshot with a bow in showdowns, boo, 5 wild fever few picked. Okay, not great, not great. 2 bounties brought in from New Hanover posters, 3 bounty targets lasted from horseback, 1 player bounty collected, 3 camp stews eaten, 20 carcasses donated within 10 minutes, 20 donations occurred. So that one's pretty good because you can do that at the same time if you have small animals. 3 arrowheads found, 6 collectibles, 3 collectibles looted from non-player enemies. Man, they're just throwing in a bunch of terrible ones. $200 money made from moonshine, 2 drunken player interactions, sell with at least 18 bottles intact. 2 blending tonics crafted or used, 2 hardy tonics used when too hot or too cold, and 1 legendary animal photograph. That is a rough Saturday. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's fine. 8, 9, 10. We're 10 at Moonshiner and 11. So there's 11 that are very doable. I should go make sure I have some moonshine going. I need some big game meat. We're gonna have to stock up today. Just eat base quality stew. I saw the premiere of Dutton Ranch. So far, so good. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Do I have anything coming out soon that I'm looking forward to? I don't know that I'll watch that or not. I really liked 1883, right? Was the one of the prequels. I haven't watched 1923. I do want to watch that. I don't know. I've seen some of Yellowstone, and I'm sure it's really well done and really good. It's just, yeah. I don't think I could personally watch it for a couple different reasons. All right, what was I gonna do? Let's go see if we got the moonshine going. One of the next things coming out that I'm excited for, of course, is although I have my doubts as to how it's gonna be, but the trailer was amazing, and that would be Harry Potter on HBO in December, at Christmas time. I'm excited for that. We'll see how they do. I still think there's this game called, what is it called? Hogwarts Awakened or it's a mobile game. Oh wow, did I really just travel to Strawberry? I could have sworn I hit Moonshine Shack. That's crazy. I was not paying attention, I guess. I really feel like I hit Moonshine Shack though. That was weird. the art style is so cool. Like, it's so neat. And I think that a Harry Potter series in that art style would have been amazing. Like, instead of a, you know, live action, like real people sort of thing. Hello, sir. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Did you just turn around and come down the stairs? Okay, I'm concerned. There's too many people here. I don't like it. We're gonna sell that moonshine later. I am in danger, I feel like. We're gonna do our interactions here. Okay, she's starting moonshine. There you go. That's one. Is that two, or do we gotta go back at it again? Okay, that's two. Hi, Varric, how's it going? Alright, so we do need to sell, because that's like a made one, so... I wonder if I have...
This batch is perfect.
Well, if we get blown up, we'll just start up another one again. It's fine. I had a dream last night that I was trying to ride to the fast travel post in Blackwater, and two people were like trying to hit me with dynamite arrows. They were really bad shots though, and I was like using the fence line that it doesn't even exist online. It exists in the epilogue of story. I was using it to kind of like go back and forth because there was like one on each side. But I was trying to get the arrow out of my horse, like the bow out of my horse, and the arrow, so that I could hit them back with the dynamite arrow.
And now you must let nothing stand
in
in
your
your
way.
way, not even
The
the
revenue
revenue
men.
men. So, on your way, huh? Bon route.
I don't know where that dream came from. I was like, why am I dreaming of people trying to shoot me with dynamite arrows? It's weird. It's weird.
Traveling in a wagon like this.
All right, give me the good one. Give me the good one. Give me the good one. Nah, boo. And the game cracks on the console. Is there something wrong with my audio? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Was it related to something I was talking about? My brain's not working this morning. I'm so tired. I got a full night of sleep last night, but my brain is fatigued, man. I've read so many pages of employment law in the last week. So I've already read 3 chapters, taken 2 quizzes, done a discussion, and another assignment. My brain is fried, and that's just employment law. I also have an entrepreneurship class that I've done the reading, the first interactive reading, 2 case studies, and 1 other assignment, and that's just been since Monday. Oh, on PC it is almost unplayable. And my game's fine on console. I don't have any issues. All right, the way you worded that, I was like, I have a controller I can't use right now because the audio cracks when I'm trying to record or stream. And I was like, oh no, did I use the wrong controller? Is my audio shit right now? Yeah, no, I don't have any issues with the game on console, and thankfully we don't have to deal with modders on console. So modders also make it unplayable on PC sometimes if you're unlucky. This is a one nice thing about console. Obviously, PC has a lot of benefits and a lot of things that are way better than console. But one of the nice things is we don't have to deal with hackers and modders. That is a bonus. But at the same time, like, we can't... Oh, shit. Keep going. At the same time, we can't participate in, like, Red M servers and do really cool stuff with horses. I've seen so many cool servers lately that are, like, horse-centric, show jumping, dressage, that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm jealous. And modded horses with really cool horse coats. And, like, the front with the front chest piece without the lantern on it. Martingales, you know. Hey, Jess, how's it going? Jess knows. Jess is on PC. Okay, 18 bottles intact, and that should have gotten us the 200 money as well. Sweet. All right, we'll go start up another moonshine. Jess said, yeah, I had to put in the startup file so I could play in solo lobbies because of the modders. I'm glad I don't have to do that, honestly. I like the simplicity of console. Console's nice because you just load up the game and you play. On PC, sometimes you have to worry about files being corrupted. Like, if you're used to it and you've done it and you know how to do it, then it's fine. But if you're new to PC gaming, I think there's a little bit of a learning curve with that kind of stuff. I just switched to PS5 to play because I couldn't enjoy on PC because of modders, and I've been really happy PS5 player. Yeah, I love the PS5. I have no issues with it at all. Yeah, that's what I agree. It's so easy to just kind of log in and play. You just don't have as much freedom to do things that you might want to do on PC. Obviously, if you have a high-end gaming PC, you can get graphics that are way better than PS5. And PS5 does really good. It's hardware. It's, you know, provides a really good picture. But a high-end gaming PC is always, like, with a great graphics card, is always gonna, like, outshine console. So, like, you can do things like that, and, you know, if you're into modding on, like, single-player games, for example, like, you have that freedom to do that on PC. I'm still a solo player on PS5, as I was on the 4. Yeah, I mean, I was a solo player for almost my entire life, and then Red Dead 2 came out, and I discovered the world of Red Dead Online, and now I play online. I play online in more than just this game now, too. I don't love it, though. At the end of the day, I'm still... Aw. Hi, cute little bear. Look, he didn't see me. Oh, my gosh, he's so cute. Aw, look how cute he was before he got angry. At the end of the day, like, my heart is in solo gaming. I love single-player games. I love story-driven games. Even so, like, Palia. Has anybody heard of Palia before? It's like a cozy, like, it's got a story, but it's like cutesy, and you like mine, and you like catch things, and you like build, you know. So like a little cozy game world. They just added horses to it. Of course, I've played like 20 minutes, and I'm like, I wouldn't be able to get to the horses forever. I don't super love it. That's why I haven't really done it. So I like hop back in and get a try. But it's online. There's other players in there with you, and I just don't like that. I'm like, let me be. I don't want to see other people. Let me do my thing. You don't have to interact with them either. It's just, I don't know. Hey, Cap, how's it going? Still on the Crimson Desert grind. Howdy, Ghost. Morning, Sir Doug, or afternoon, Sir Doug. Yeah, that, okay. Crimson Desert's another one that I super enjoy. It's just, there's so much freedom to do what you want. I just don't have the mental capacity for it, honestly, right now. I hop in and I do a few things. Like, I just set my farm up at camp. I'll do, like, a mission or two, and then that's all I really have it in me right now. There's so much. There's so much you can do and find and explore, and I just don't have it in me. I think a lot of the problems on PC would be solved if they could just make it so we have invite-only lobby. I feel like that should be mandatory for PC gameplay. Like, you should have to play, like, have an invite-only lobby for games, I swear. because unless you're going to provide better protections for your players. I tried to join groups on Red Dead back then, but I was getting told what I can and cannot do. Yeah, that's so dumb. I hate that. I was like, it's a video game. Don't tell me what I can and I cannot do. Now, if people join me when I'm streaming, I'm absolutely going to tell you, hey, don't attack other players. Like, be kind, be respectful, because I'm streaming. But if I'm playing with other people outside here, I don't care what you do. Like, do whatever you want. I don't control you. I only ask when I have people join me when I'm streaming because it is my stream. But if we're just playing, if I hop in with a group of friends, I've had people be like, okay, what are we doing? And I'm like, I'm not streaming. I'm not in charge. I don't care what we do. Somebody else pick. Like, wear what you want. Go do what you want. We're not on any time schedule. Like, I do not care. Groups where you have to, like, wear a certain outfit. Like, if you're into that, that is cool. But that is not me at all. I'm like, don't tell me what outfit I can put on or what colors I have to wear or... you know, that I have to do X, Y, and Z. Like, even the groups, and I get it, because they don't want somebody hopping in and not contributing. But you have groups that, like, run wagons and stuff, and they're like, if you don't have 2 wagons a day, you're kicked out of the group. And I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I got a job, other activities, you know? I might be weird and evil, but I'm more likely to attack people I know in the sky. I mean, yeah, we used to do that all the time to each other. We used to just attack each other, and Gypsy and I used to get into sniper battles out in Big Valley. The sniper battles were harder for me because I'm not as good of a sniper, so that's why I left and went back to solo. Yeah, I mean, it's cool if you can find a group of friends who you're just, like, chilling with. Like, now I have, like, a core kind of group of friends. We don't game too much online anymore. Although we just hopped in last night and did a gaming session in Fortnite. It's just, you know, people's lives change. People get busy. You know, they have kids. They have job changes. You know, we're not all playing Red Dead right now. So it can be hard. I've definitely lost good friends for a variety of reasons. Or people that I thought were good friends. In the gaming world, it's just different, you know, when you're gaming online, you know, stuff happens, and sometimes that's just, you never know when your last game with them's gonna be. Got a bad storm on you right now? Like, in real life? If so, be safe. In Crimson Desert, I was out in the desert, like, wandering around, and there was this sandstorm that came up, and I couldn't see anything. I was like, does this ever go away, or is this just the area I'm in? All right, let's see. Let's go get some... I might lose power. Okay, so real life. Well, stay safe over there. Let's go try and get some bullfrogs. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Dunno. Anybody else in life hear a word either that you say or a friend says, and then immediately you just have song lyrics come to your head? Or a movie quote? I swear my coworker and I have been doing that so much lately. I'll say something or she'll say something, and then one or both of us is like saying a movie quote or like singing a part of a song. Hey there! I don't bite. All right, while we're out here looking for bullfrogs, we do also need some big game meat. I can't even remember the last time we gamed together. It's been a while. It's been a long time. There's a lot of people I haven't gamed with in years, like, which is so crazy to think about because I feel like I've only been streaming for... I guess I've been streaming for 6 years now? I was thinking 5, but I think it's 6. I gamed with a lot of people probably the first 3 years. Probably not so much the last 2 to 3, I would say. That was unfortunate. Moose tried to jump where this part of the branch was, and it did not go so well. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's get you cleaned off. Been working on Collector for the past few months. Got 143 sets. Woo! All right, I need to get into collecting. I've gotten like 1. No, okay, I probably have a couple. All right, we've got 2, I've got 2. I got a whole 2. I sold down less. Honestly, it's just time for me right now. Life is so busy. I don't see any gators either. I need bullfrogs and gators. Come on, guys. That's a danger noodle. Some big game meat. And I will say, so Red Dead used to be my cozy game, where anytime I needed to relax, I would just hop in and collect. And it still is, and I still do that. But I'm not gonna lie, when my brain's fried and I just need to do something that's brainless and relax, I've been hopping into Disney Dreamlight a lot. A toad. I will say the one thing with that game is right now the another toad. The dream snaps allow me to like be creative. Got all the toads. And so I've been kind of doing that in my free time. You don't even go on Red Dead anymore? I still do in the evening. Normally now when I hop on in the evening though, I don't even do anything. I just hop on my horse and ride around for a little bit, and that's like my de-stress time. Like, I don't even do any activities. I might collect a couple items, and that's it. Brown rat. I should be getting all of these to donate, because I don't have 20. I really need to get 20. I think eventually, like, when I'm done school and stuff, what I'll probably do is just start working on ranking up one of my other characters and so I have a backup that's got decent money. Because right now the problem is I'm getting to the point where when I do horse videos and stuff, I don't really want to discard horses on my main account, but I don't have, and I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna run out of money on my other accounts. Some scent glands here. So that I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to get horses for videos on my secondary accounts. I have one that I still have like maybe 250 gold. Maybe like 8,000. But I'm like, yeah, all this horse buying without doing anything on you, I'm running out of funds. My male character I can't purchase at all anymore. I just used the last of my money. I couldn't even get a saddle, I think, for the last horse I got for a video. I wish I could donate some of my money to one of my secondary accounts. Be like, here, have you know, $100,000. So when you want to get a horse for a video, you can do it. Because obviously I'm not going to run out of money on this account, but at the same time, I should just start streaming with my other accounts and start working them up. Give you a cookie, little moose. Alright, well this was disappointing. No bullfrogs, 1 gator. Did we just spawn in? Alright. I love how things spawn in this game. Like, you turn away for a second, it wasn't there. You turn back, it's there. Alright, do it again. Run it back. I think I've got a ways to go before I hit max rank here anyway. It was going to be when I hit max rank I would start working on another character, but man, I'm probably still a few years out from that, honestly. It takes so long to go from $9.99 to 1,000. And I'm only at 900. I'm at 52. Although, I will say, 9... I could have done the little baby gator, but it's already gone. 900 and 950 went pretty fast. Faster than I thought it was going to. I think this gives me big gamey too, right? The little ones? One big gamey. I get more from big gators, right? I get like 3. All I can hope is that one day Rockstar does another Wild West game. With horses just as amazing as this. I'll be real sad if this is like their last one. If they decide to totally lean into just GTA. I'll be real sad. I don't know that another game developer is going to put in the time and effort that Rockstar did into horses like this. And any game that would be like an actual horse game, they wouldn't have the money for it. Unless some like super rich horse gamer comes along. Barbie Horse Adventures counts? I mean, yeah. The horses aren't like Red Dead horses. But yeah, I actually saw a preview for that. I thought it was coming to console too, but it's actually not. It is only Switch. I'm so... Look, I've never played any of the Barbie games at all, but I'm not gonna lie, the horse game looks fun. I'm like, I might have to get a Switch just for that. And then, of course, I would use the Switch for other things, like I would finally play the Zelda games and stuff. Probably GTA 6 will have good horses. So that is interesting. An interesting thought. I hope that they have horses in the game, but I mean, at the end of the day, GTA is like cities, cars. I know there's a lot of wildlife, like at the Everglades, which look really pretty. I think that, and this will be what sways me more toward potentially playing it. If the story is less about like we're running drugs and more about like we're robbing banks because we're Bonnie and Clyde sort of thing, I think I'll be more interested. And then the wildlife, like the wildlife areas, will potentially intrigue me. I think they could have horses. I just don't know if they'd be rideable. Like if they had like a ranch somewhere where I could go ride some horses and take a break from like murder and mayhem, I would be all for that. I mean, they already have the ability to do that. They've got the horse models. Like, it would be easy for them to do. I just don't know if they'll put it in the game or not. Sweet. Bullfrog. All right, Bullfrog number 2. It took a while, but... Red Dead 3 would probably be a game about Uncle, not a prequel, just Uncle. That would be awful. I'd be so sad. I think the horses in Crimson Desert are the only ones to compare with Red Dead horses. They're definitely some of the better ones in gaming for sure. I don't think they're anywhere near Red Dead horses. I don't think they're even in the... yeah, I don't think they're anywhere near the caliber. But I do think they're pretty good. I do think they do a pretty good job. The animations are... Like, the front legs are so stiff that if you look at it from the side, like, the legs look so weird in Crimson Desert. But the movements are pretty good. They move pretty good. They're very pretty. The manes are amazing. The petting animations are terrible, though. Like, you're never petting the horse. It's always, like, weird. I think it's leaked and you'd be able to ride, but we don't have more info for GTA 6. Oh, interesting. I hadn't seen anything about it being leaked. I heard it being speculated that there would be an area for you to ride, like a ranch type area. I would be great if they could do that. If they would do that, for sure. I always said if they did a GTA Online where you could make money like doing horse lessons and stuff, I would totally hop in just for that. I'd be like, you guys can run your drugs over there. I'm just gonna go be with my ponies over here giving lessons to, you know, to the children. So yeah, definitely interesting. I am excited to see some more gameplay for GTA 6. Even though GTA 5 wasn't my thing, I think GTA 6 could be different based off the little bit that I've seen. But it's gonna have to... It's gonna have to really impress me for me to spend the money to get it right when it drops. Like, I would maybe try it later when it goes on sale. There's a couple things I'm gonna have to see in the previews upcoming and the actual gameplay, like people actually starting to play, to sway me. Red Dead horses look more realistic, but Crimson Desert horses handle better and can fight. I 100% disagree that they handle better. They can fight. I think the issue with Crimson Desert horses, it happens in Red Dead a little bit too, but you can literally in Crimson Desert get into this weird where you can't get out of this turn until you... So in Red Dead, you can get in this turn here where you're going like this, and I can still straighten up and in a run get my horse to straighten up and go for it. And you can't do that in Crimson Desert. If you get into this weird loop here, you have to stop the horse. The horse naturally slows down in Crimson Desert. I forgot I have to slow it down in Red Dead before you can like go straight again. I don't think they handle better personally. But if you think they handle better, that's cool. I don't think they handle... I think they handle pretty good. I just don't think they handle better necessarily. Now, they don't run into shit. So they don't run into stuff and crash. But you know, that's a little bit of realism in Red Dead. I feel like that they would crash into things if you're spamming X. For GTA 6, I got more vibes of Red Dead 2 than GTA 5. Yeah, it does feel different from GTA 5. I do agree with that. Here's my thing, and this is no, you know, I'm a firm believer, like whatever games you like, there's a game out there for everybody, and I'm not here to say a game's not good because I don't like it. It's just not my game. But for me, like GTA 5, I didn't mind the shooting and stuff. I don't love driving cars through cities. I don't love that. I think it's clunky. I think it's clunky in GTA 5. I'm always running into stuff, and I get it. Like, you have to use the abilities, and like I can do that, but it's just not my favorite thing. I don't love that missions are just like drugs. And I don't like listening to the N-word every other word. I just don't. I'm sorry. That's just not my thing. Like, I get that that's, you know, inner city, like that's the culture that's happening in GTA 5, but I just don't want to play a whole game where that's literally it. The language does get to be a bit much for me. And you combine it with a city where I'm having to drive a car, and I'm having to drive a car and chase people, and it's just annoying to me, honestly. I'd rather chase somebody on horseback. But GTA 6 does feel a little bit different vibe, because it feels more like a, so far, because the two main characters, it's a guy and a girl, and they're like robbing places. It does feel more like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, which I think would be a little bit more interesting for me. Now, I'm sure there's going to still be drugs. But I was like, can we keep the language to a little less annoying?
Yep.
But that's just me personally. If you love GTA 5, you love GTA 5. Like, I hope GTA 6 flops in historic fashion. I doubt it'll flop. It will be interesting, though, because I think this will be the first game put out from Rockstar that doesn't have like Dan Houser and stuff, right? Hey John, how's it going? Welcome in. Has life been busy for you? By the way, guys, this is a really good Wild Feverfew area right off the Armadillo fast travel. All right over in this area. So it will be interesting to see if their storytelling is still on par. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, the storytelling's gonna be terrible because, like, you know, the visionaries of Rockstar aren't there anymore. But, like, at the same time, like, there's a lot of talented people out there in the world. There's people... I mean, Rockstar just has a very unique way of telling stories. So, yes, they had very good people. And I was like, there's still amazing people out there in the world. I'm sure they still have a team of really great writers and, like, people, like, artistic direction and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know who's still over there, like, compared to the other games. I don't really follow that. Ooh, what do I got in benefits here? Oh, it's just telling me that sample cells are... I lost some of my coupons. I just had my honor change ones. They all expired. It is good, and yes. Yeah, I feel you on that. Life has been super busy. Okay, let's see. What are we doing next here? 5 fish caught with food. Okay, oh, perfect pelt sold. I did just get a perfect pelt. There's not a lot of generals that I'm going to do. I'll do the fish, and I doubt I'll even do the perfect pelt sold, so that might be it for that one. Let's go get the fish, though. Let's go get the fish. No, don't hitch. Fast travel. Oh. So dumb. Remember the bug in Red Dead when you would fast travel and leave your horse behind and you couldn't call him? That was a fun one. I'm glad they fixed that bug. Rockstar is really good with stealing cars and beating up hookers. Yeah, I could do without all the hookers too. Like, dude, I get it, but at the same time, I just don't think it's... I'm going the wrong way. I just don't think it's necessary that you can just walk up and buy a hooker and have the enemy. I don't know. I just don't think that's really necessary in a video game. Like, if that's what you're gonna do in a video game, like, I don't know, go watch porn or something, maybe. I just, and I think one of my biggest gripes with it, and obviously this is not a Rockstar problem, this is a parental problem. I don't really think, you know, 11, 12-year-old boys should be able to do that in a video game. You know? I'm just saying. People would be like, well, that's the parents' fault. Yeah, but at the same time, like, parents are dumb sometimes. They don't know what their kids are doing. All right, this was food, right? Catch with food. Not live bait. So, like, cheese? There will be fishing and hunting. I hope that people won't be able to come and kill you as you're doing stuff like that. I was online in Red Dead Redemption 2. I was doing a bounty. Yeah, I will say that at least GTA Online, you can do invite-only lobbies. And I imagine... Because they're doing a new GTA Online, right? So they're doing GTA 6, and then I'm assuming there's going to be a new online that there is going to be dropping. I've forgotten how to do this. Okay. So my guess is there will also be invite-only lobbies in the new GTA Online as well. So if you can do things like hunting and fishing or whatever, which I don't even know, then that's how boys turn into men? No. That's what teaches boys that turn into men that objectify women and think that's what women are like. That is not reality. And this is why you have... I'm not the only reason. There's a lot of women out there with problems as well. And unrealistic standards of what a guy should do or what they need to do. In no point does hiring a hooker in a video game help teach you how to be in a relationship with a woman as a man. No. Fact check false. Fact check false. Neither does watching porn, guys. It is not realistic. Unfortunately, that is where a lot of boys get their knowledge, though. That's why you have so many issues later. Is this counting? I haven't even been paying attention. I should have checked to make sure it was food. I didn't look. We'll catch 3 more fish, and if it's not right, then... That's just my personal opinion. You know what they say about opinions. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. I've only been fishing in Disney Dreamlight lately, and it's different than this. Hook. Oh, I guess I fish in Crimson Desert as well, and that's also different. Let's see. I was doing a bounty. I was watching how the bounty was moving around, and some dick came and killed me. Yeah. I've definitely had a lot of people kill me when I'm carrying bounties in. It's crazy. Preach this. It is amazing. It's amazing to me when I read comment sections of guys. And again, this is not a hate on men thing. I love men. It's just amazing to me to hear how some people talk with what they think is like reality when it comes to women. And I'm like, ooh, you've never actually talked to a real woman, have you? I can tell. The same way porn doesn't... Exactly, that's what I was saying, Cap. The same way porn does not teach you about relationships or sex or anything. It's super unrealistic. But unfortunately, that's how a lot of boys learn about sex and women, and they think that's reality. And... And it's not. But sometimes you'll find women that'll put up with it because they also have issues. They have low self-esteem or whatever, and, you know, and they think that's what they have to do because they have to be in a relationship. And it's just a kind of a cycle of sadness. And it makes me sad. Okay, it was food and cheese worked, so sweet. All right, and we're going into daysome cycle. Nice. Hey, Corbin, how's it going? I feel like Corbin's always popping in right when we're having interesting conversations. but he missed the first part of that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely excited to see. I mean, we're in May now, so we should be getting some more information about GTA 6 soon, I would imagine, right? Yes, that's true. I imagine if it's coming out November, right? November? I mean, we're getting pretty close. I imagine we're going to have to start seeing a little bit more information. Do we have a state of play coming up that they might be revealing information? I can't remember. Ooh, we got a pink dot nearby. Somebody's been naughty. We had a danger noodle. We do need to get some more dynamite. Doop doop. Let's see. All right, let's go back to camp and just like regroup for a minute. I haven't been on Red Dead Online in a while now. In a while. I don't know why I'm adding now. Anything new? No, nothing new. And this is kind of a boring month because I mean, you can like get some items that are like Outlaw Pass items if you wanted to play and do them, but like nothing new. If you have all the Outlaw Pass, then definitely nothing new. It's kind of a boring month because it's naturalist and it's like money on sample cells, which you already don't get a lot of money for. So I was looking at the money and I was like, this looks like it should just be regular prices. I was like, if this is 3 times on sample cells, like that's kind of sad. I was like, this should be like the normal pricing because it's like $10. Some leaks leaked that in May we'll have trailer 3. I don't follow anymore. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get another trailer this month. So what are we in? Okay, so we're midway through May. Okay, so June, July, August, September, October. And it's releasing November 19th. So we got like a good 6 months, right? November. Yeah, so 6 months. So I'm curious if anybody knows, like, what was the timeline like for Red Dead? I'm wondering. I'm just curious if we're getting close to like, because at some point we're gonna have either another trailer or like a showcase, right? At some point, maybe like a couple months from now. I don't know. And then at some point, people will start to get to play and like release a little bit of that footage. Yeah, I don't know. Can you even save GTA 6 in a pre-order yet? Like, I don't think that's come out yet. I don't think. We're still 6 months away. I mean, we still have time, obviously. Okay. You're welcome for staring at this tree for this entire time. All right. So let's see what we got going on this week. So in Red Dead, here's something that's interesting. I just found a friend of mine who is 58 years old, just found out that she's pregnant. Corbin, please do not make me sad. Dude, that would be like, I would just be, oh my God. I would be so, I don't know what I would be. Can you imagine having a kid at 58? She must be very healthy. I mean, yeah, it's totally possible. Like, it's definitely not out of the question. She hasn't gone through menopause. It's always possible. That's like my biggest fear. Sorry if my mom's listening. She would have wanted me to have kids, but I don't want them. I like kids just fine, but I like to give them back to their parent at the end of the day. I don't feel emotionally stable enough to raise a child that will also be healthy and emotionally stable. Yeah, I was totally shocked. I'm sure she was too. I'm sure that she was too. Hey, Hoof Girl, how's it going? I'm sure she was very shocked. I mean, that's, yeah. They could say they start considering it a geriatric pregnancy when you're in your 30s. Yeah, age and risk. So in your 30s even, they consider it a geriatric pregnancy because of the age. And there are more concerns when it comes to actually delivering and the baby being healthy at that age. But there's nothing to say that she won't be healthy and deliver healthy and have a healthy baby. But 58, whew, that is a little bit crazy, I think. All right, let's see. We're May 16th. So, okay, May 12th to 18th, complete 3 daily challenges to receive an offer for 50% off an established or distinguished naturalist role item. Okay, well, I already did that because I've done at least 3 daily challenges. So that's a pretty easy one this week to do. I was looking it up, and it seems like the world record for natural pregnancy and birth via C-section is 59. I'm surprised it's not higher than that, honestly. I bet you it's been higher, and it's just not documented. I bet you... As a matter of fact, I could have sworn there was someone in their 60s. At least that had a baby. I'm curious. Oh, the first thing that popped up when I googled it, I haven't verified this obviously as somebody who is 74. Can you imagine? Holy shit. Gotcha. Well, interesting. There's one in the Guinness Book of World Records that looks like they're older. I'd have to do the math. On the birthday. Interesting. Wow. Well, hopefully your friend has a healthy pregnancy, healthy birth, and is happy and feels blessed by this child. Because I cannot imagine. I can't even imagine at my age having a child. Mostly it's the birth. I guess I could imagine maybe having a child if I adopted. I just can't imagine. My body is just like... I just can't imagine putting it through birth, honestly. Alright, what were we doing? Okay, let's take a look at these dailies. Alright, so that's probably all I'm going to do for generals. I could see if I've got perfects. I'd have to sell them instead of donate them, though, which I don't love. Where's my table? Let's see how many pocket critters I have. Probably not 20.
Getting a little low on supplies.
Okay,
here.
I do have 1, 2... I have 2 perfect belts. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 78. I have 18 things I can donate. Okay. I'd have to get 2 more things and then donate everything to hit the 20. But I would get 2 for that. So let's go find... Maybe we could get our camp actually out in the valley. That would be a little bit better. Doop, doop, doo. Oh, actually, let's do this thing. Turn to the right, Moose. Moose does not like right turns. All right, let's go here. Let's fast travel to Coulter. Then we have to move camp out of the valley and then move it back to the valley and see if we can't get it up north. I've been watching so many people online, just like clips of them starting Red Dead for the first time or like playing through and stuff. And I'm like, ooh, you're in for such a treat. It's like amazing to me that people are playing through for the first time. It's also amazing to me when people are like, oh man, I hated this game. It was terrible. I quit in the first chapter. And I was like, you missed out on a masterpiece. You missed out on a dang gum masterpiece. Okay, that's terrible. We don't want Wallace. Let's try again. It's probably going to put it in exactly the same spot. I donated 20 rats, so I got 2 dailies done at the same time. He's rat. Come on, don't put me over at Wallace. Don't put me in the valley. There's probably people in the valley. Everybody likes the valley. Damn it. All right, Wallace it is. It's not my favorite. At least we'll be a little bit closer to some hunting.
Welcome back.
You haven't played the whole game yet? I'm so sad for you. Ooh, I could probably use a... Where's my Hardy tonics? My character was cold for a minute. Damn it, she warmed up before I could take it. She's like, I'm warm. Alright, let's try to get some maybe birds, small birds, or like another medium and a large to put on my horse. We'll get the 2020. It's just, and again, I'll go back to where everybody likes what they like in gaming. Like, some people just don't like single player story games, and that's totally cool. At the same time, when people are like, oh my god, it was a horrible game, like, and then they say people who like the game are just jumping on the bandwagon and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just like, just because you didn't like it doesn't mean it was objectively a bad game. Objectively, it is an amazing game because so many people have played it and like it. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that everybody's been brainwashed into liking the game. Now, people who love Red Dead admit that it's not a perfect game. It's got issues. It's not a perfect, mechanically speaking. It's a little bit clunky and a little bit janky. You know? We can admit the weapon wheel makes us want to rage and murder the entire town of Rhodes. Or specifically Gambler Challenge number 8. And I have murdered the entire town of Rhodes doing that Gambler Challenge. So yeah, nobody who plays and loves Red Dead and thinks it's amazing thinks like it's the best performing game of all time. Nobody thinks that. But despite that, we still love it because it's amazing and the character development is amazing and the story's amazing. And people are like, oh, well, you just ride around and do nothing. You just follow behind somebody on horseback. I was like, you missed the point. Like, you missed the story. What were you doing? Sure, there's some missions that are kind of boring because you're... but you know what? I don't even mind those missions. Like, admire the scenery, my guy. Like, take your time, slow down, smell the roses. You don't have to be running around shooting people in the face for it to be exciting all the time, you know? All right, I need a medium or some small birds. I saw a bunny back there. She got in the bunny. I love how I don't need large animals and they're everywhere. I'm going to try to get a turkey over here. I still think it's the most beautiful game of all time. 100%. I don't think anything... it's going to take a lot for something to top this game for me. You can't tell me... I mean, like... I'm interested to see if Fable might be a competitor. In terms of... So here's what makes Red Dead special for me. Not only is it the story and the character development and the setting... and just how beautiful the world is. It's the interactions. The interactions out in the world, how it feels alive, where you can come across like 2 bucks, you know, locking horns. You can come across wolves mourning a dead companion, an eagle swooping down and grabbing a bunny or grabbing a snake or grabbing a fish out of the water, to like in Animals Dead, and it decomposes over time. And it starts out as whole and then goes to a skeleton, to you could shoot somebody in a town, in a store, and the next time they'll remember you and they've got a bandage on their arm and they treat you differently. Like, that's amazing to me. That those kind of details make the world feel special and alive, and like your decisions, like how you interact in the world matter. And it's going to take a lot for another game to top that, I think. Now, I've heard Fable could have some similar things where your decisions matter, shop people will remember you and the decisions you make. But I don't really know anything about Fable itself, so I don't know what kind of quality game it is, like what kind of things you're doing. So I can't tell you if I think it's gonna. Does Fable have a story, for example? I have no idea. I knew nothing about Fable except that I'm intrigued. It looks very interesting. The customization and the things that you can do look like it could be something really cool and fun. But I actually don't know anything about Fable itself. I don't know if there's a storyline. Hints like that will be in GTA 6. Yeah, I mean, I think GTA 6, obviously, as being a Rockstar game, will have very similar mechanics and systems to Red Dead. And it could be just as special as this game. I think the setting also is what gets me, though, because if you look at the games that I love most, they're all going to be set out in the wilderness, usually. So Red Dead Redemption 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, God of War Ragnarok. The only games that really deviate from that, I love Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales, and that was city-based. Trying to think of some of my other top games. I want to like Horizon, and I just haven't been able to fully get into it. And someone else the other day was talking about how great The Last of Us is, and again, I played like a couple hours, and I really struggled to get into that game too. Honestly, I think Crimson Desert World is more beautiful. I think Crimson Desert is beautiful. I don't know if I think it's more beautiful. I think there's more variety. Good morning, Panuki? Did I say that right? I think I've tried to say that before and I asked. Maybe not, or somebody similar. Alright, let's donate here. I think Crimson Desert is beautiful, and I'm always coming across an animal that I'm just like, whoa, I didn't know this was in the game. I come across the elephants the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Oh, by the way, Cap, I'm just saying, I don't know if we talked about this, but like I went to get the white's like polar bear, the white bear to be my legendary mount, and they gave it cubs. Did we talk about this? They gave it cubs, and she's walking around with her cubs, and I just stood there and I was like, I can't kill you. I was like, I cannot kill you. Goodbye, mama bear. Enjoy your cubs. And I left. I did not get the legendary mount.
Very nice. Excellent.
I was such a bad decision. I think the decision for them that you have to kill the legendary animals to get them as a mount was a bad one to begin with. I wish that you could do something else. But the fact that they gave it cubs, I was like, you dirty bastards. I can't kill this mama bear.
This is good quality.
I will probably do it at some point because it's part of a thing I have to do now for an Abyss thing. But I'm just like, damn it. I hope that was 20. I wasn't counting. Have you not gotten the white bear? I thought you had gotten the white bear. Surprise. Yeah, it's got 2 little cubs. When RDO 2 dies, the world is going to do the same. Ooh, 20 donations. Okay, so we got 2 and 2. I didn't see... Oh, you didn't see... Oh, so you did get the white bear. Dude, maybe they did it afterward. Maybe you got it before they did it. But yeah, I was going around and I saw the bear and I saw the cubs and I was like, okay, well that can't be it. And then I looked back at the map and I was like, that was it. That was the legendary. And I walked back and sure enough, she's walking around with her 2 cubs. I think I took a clip of it. I was like, I cannot kill this mama bear. I'm sorry. Well, lucky for you. Because I was like, no, I can't. Whoops. Not bad. I mean, the horses in Crimson Desert definitely don't do that. That was my fault, though. It was my fault. I'm sorry, Moose. It was my fault. I'm sorry, buddy. It just dawned on me in Red Dead 2, when some ass kills you, you get a wanted thing on the night B in G6 as a kidnap or a wanted person. That actually would be hilarious in GTA 6 if you could kidnap. You got like a little kid. Can you imagine if there were like Amber Alerts? That's so morbid. Like Amber Alerts in GTA 6. When you said kidnap, that's immediately what I thought. Kidnapping a child. Why did I go that way? Alright, I don't need to use a big game. There we go. Yeah, so I know they just added a bunch of new mounts in, and it's funny because I had gotten the bird, the cuckoo bird or whatever it's called, the day before they added it as a mount you could actually tame. I was like, damn it. I found it. I was like, came across some enemies and they were riding around on it. And so I stole it from one of them and just like rode it around. And then at some point I jumped off a cliff, it like flew down, and I tried to do something and it ended up in a waterfall and I couldn't get it back because the water just like knocks you back in the waterfall, and she was just stuck in there. Guys, I have so much luck in this spot with moose. I know people are like, moose are so elusive and I never see them. Look at him, he's beautiful. You grab a sample, maybe. Does Uncle have hantavirus or lumbago? Got the lumbago. It's very serious. Also, I wish Red Dead didn't make it so you had to use so many sedative rounds. Yeah, you have to hatch it now. I saw a video on it, but I was like, damn it. I was like, I had one. Oh, I can barely see him because he's in the brush. You're beautiful. It's true. I love moose. I don't know why. Look, even my horse is named Moose. Moose meet moose. All right, let me revive you. You can run off and live your life. It's so pretty. Okay, what collectibles do I need? 3 arrowheads, 6 collectibles. All right. I only sample mooses, never kill them. They're so beautiful. It's rare that I kill them. I think the last time I killed a moose, it was for the moose video, and I hated every second of it. I was like, I hope you guys appreciate this. I'm killing these moose for you to show you different methods of killing moose. I'm here to help the people that need to get their satchel and need to get their clothes, but I don't like it. Yeah, I haven't seen tigers yet in the game, and I haven't seen the lion at the circus. Everybody talks about the lion at the circus, which some people say isn't there anymore, and I was like, I hope they didn't take the lion away from the circus because I don't even know where the circus is. I want to say it's somewhere out in the area that starts with a D, but I don't actually know. Undead Agent Milton running after John. Ooh. Like Ghoul Goofy from Ghoul Friend? I don't know what that is. What is over here? I was going for the coin. Oh, this must be a jewelry. Jewelry here. Undead Agent Milton. I am sad that they never... not that I super loved Undead Nightmare. I did play through it. Hey, Rowdy. I am sad that they didn't do a Red Dead Night... or like an Undead Nightmare for the second one. Ah, Agent Milton. Like, it's a man I'd like to torture. Alright, I'm gonna need some arrowheads. There's 2 pretty close together in the plains. Strawberry area. The Undead Nightmare is Red Dead Online. Circus is near... Yes, I don't know actually know how to say it. That's the place I was thinking. I just have never come across it when riding around. I kind of wanted to just... Some stuff I just like to organically come across. Some stuff I like to look up. If I'm looking for like armor sets and stuff, I'll look that up and go specifically to get it. Because I'm like, I'm never going to find this shit. I don't have enough time to explore every crack of this, you know, place. Like in the wall to push a thing to get to that. Yeah, there was a card in the house. I ignored it. Oh, I don't want that. I shouldn't ignore it. I'm supposed to be building up my sets. I should have gone and gotten it, but I didn't. You can now find the line in the desert. Okay. So I found gator, or like crocodiles finally. I found the legendary crocodile by accident. I have found rhinoceroses, the elephants now. The elephants I went searching for. It took me a long time to find them. I just had like a general idea of where they were. Also, I don't really have the gear yet to be in that area because I'm always hot. Let's do... We'll go to Blackwater. Blackwater. Demenis? Demenis? Demenis. I couldn't pick up the card. I maxed on them. That's so funny. I'm 100% not maxed out on cards. Just looked two whole collections. Right now I'm kind of just going for the arrowheads and coins. I think the problem is when I'm collecting and I'm trying to like get collections is I spend too much time on the stuff that's random that I'm not going to get a full set for. Because I'm like, maybe I'll get a rare one this time. And I don't. It's true. Now, last stream, I got a couple good ones, so I won't get anything this stream. When you feel disappointed, remember we still don't have an epilogue accurate, John. John? I was at Walmart shopping and seen Toy Story dolls. Or I'm guessing a movie may be coming out. Another one? How many Toy Stories are there? Are there like 5 now? I stopped watching after 3, I think. Sometimes you just gotta know when to stop. Rip Van Winkle. Side note, Rip Van Winkle and Sleepy Hollow. Those were 2 different ones, right? I remember loving them as a kid, but now I can't remember. I think they were just in the same book. I remember loving them as a kid, but I don't remember anything about them now. I need 3 Bosk rings to max all the jewelry. That is impressive. I can't remember the last time I maxed my random diggables ones. It's been a while now. It's been a few years, probably. I get impatient and I end up selling. I love the sound when you got like a little stampede of animals running away. It's so good. I'm gonna go to Sleepy Hollow and dress up as a Headless Horseman just to scare people. Oh, I'm carrying the max amount of the 1796 halfpenny. Speaking of Sleepy Hollow 2, the one with Johnny Depp, so good. If you've never seen that movie, love it. I've seen some pretty good like Headless Horseman cosplays before. They do a pretty good job. I already maxed the award, just working on maxing the set. Yeah, I still definitely have a bunch of the awards that I don't have maxed when it comes to the random dig ones. I also forget to reset those, so sometimes I sell stuff that I could have gone toward the award, but I forgot to reset them. But I think probably my cards and stuff are probably maxed. Wait, where do I go to see that? Not here. This is not it. This is not right. Awards. Here we go. So, collectible items, tarot cards, and lost jewelry is actually complete. So, it's funny. Antique alcohol bottles is not. I never grab those. Fossils. Fossils, I'm surprised Fossils is at 3, honestly, because I never have complete sets of fossils. That's like one of my hardest ones to get now. We're getting closer on family heirlooms. Actually, closest on American Wildflowers. That one I could complete, actually, pretty easily. I get into a bad habit of like, I'll sell all my stuff and then I'll be like, shit, I didn't look. And then inevitably half my stuff needs to be reset. I'll be like, whoopsie. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think something was, this must be a jewelry over here. I was going for the coin, but we're not there yet. I just got really hungry all of a sudden. I haven't eaten much the last 2 like nights. Like I've eaten normal during the day. It's like oatmeal in the morning. I had a wrap yesterday. I've been making, I think I said this last weekend, I've been making this like potato wrap, which is basically just thinly sliced potatoes and throw it in the oven with a binder up top, and it makes like this wrap. And then, but then in the evening, I feel like I've just been feeling full. Like, not even that I've eaten a lot, but just like feeling full. So I haven't eaten much in the evenings. So I didn't eat much last night. Now I'm hungry. Okay, 3 times rule, Moose. I'm sorry. I'm sending you back to the stables because I feel bad because now we've crashed 3 times. My bad. Hey, Braytech, how's it going? The ridiculous 6 is the best representation of Red Dead Online. Movie's funny. All right, Moose. Go take a rest, buddy. So in Phasmophobia right now, they're doing an Alan Wake crossover, which made me want to play Alan Wake 2 again. And apparently, I didn't realize that. I haven't finished the final cut yet, which is the New Game Plus version. And apparently there's an ending, a different ending that wraps up the game better. Because right now the game ended on like a cliff. Like a cliffhanger. Like it's not... Like it has an ending, but you don't really know what happens to the characters. And apparently... the final cut version does make you feel a little bit better about how it ended. Because Saga is one of the main characters in there, and you don't really know what happens to her and her daughter. And I'm just like, I'm sad now. I need an Alan Wake 3. But this with this horse named after Saga. Saga's one of my favorite characters. I love her. Life is Strange is the most least engaging game I ever played. I tried to start playing one of those a couple months ago, I think. And it was interesting, but I couldn't super get into it. I'm gonna get a buzz cut in summer. Man, sometimes I wish I could get a buzz cut. Not that I'm saying I can't get a buzz cut, because I could, but no, I can't. It would look terrible. But man, not having to deal with my hair. But the growing out process would also be sad. That would make me sad. I love the Life is Strange series. There was nothing inherently like I guess it just didn't capture my... It was interesting, like how they were doing it. But Don, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. I don't know. It just didn't hook me. Games kind of have to hook me pretty quickly nowadays. And if they don't, sometimes I'll go back and try again later. Or a lot of times I will. And sometimes then it'll hook me later. It doesn't initially get me. One thing I've noticed in Crimson Desert lately, Cap, I don't know if you noticed it. I don't come across wild horses anymore. Are they still broken? I feel like I'm never coming across a wild horse. That makes me sad. They need to put more of them back out in the world. Chloe Price needs a different style than just Tumblr girl go burr. I don't know who that is. I mean, I probably do, but I don't off the top of my head. Yeah, we're not getting any... Oh! Okay, yeah, no, I already had arrowhead sets. We're getting a bunch of raw arrowheads. Alright, I need one more arrowhead. Ooh, there's another coin down here, though. This was the same, so we're on the same cycle as last week where I got all the good ones. There's a coin here. Got a lot of blueberries on the map right now. Okay, we are gonna massively crash here. I feel it coming. Need to slow it down. Look out, turkey! So many blueberries. Horses in Red Dead 2 love crashing into things like small rocks. Yes. Yes, they do. Yeah, it does have wild horses, but I'm not coming across them like I was initially. So I was like, what is happening with them right now? I was like, where are they? Where have they gone? Where have the wild horses gone? I want new clothing options in both GTA and Red Dead because sometimes it doesn't even work with most outfits. What I want is for them to get somebody that can do colors better. In Red Dead, have you noticed, Red Dead Online, none of the greens match. So if you're trying to make an outfit that's got green in it, like literally none of the greens match. They're all a slightly different shade of green. And I'm like, this took some talent. I was like, this took some talent to do, I feel like. For you to intentionally create outfits so that none of the greens match. They're only in certain areas. I feel like they need to put them on the map more. Okay. Did we get 6 collectibles? I feel like we didn't get that to pop up. Oh, I need one more arrowhead. That's what it is. Okay. One more arrowhead. Let's see. Well, let's go to roads. Apparently there's no cougar here. Seen some horses over roads where the team moves their new home by the water. Roads, roads, roads. I like in Red Dead when you're riding around and you see so many wild horses everywhere. It just feels very like... Again, it's just something that makes the world feel very alive. And I feel like in Crimson Desert, since... I forget what update it was. I just feel like I see them less. Now, maybe, yeah, I'm just not in the areas where they spawn. So I just think they need to put more on the map. Because I just feel like I'm never coming across them anymore in the wild, which is sad because I love to just see them. And I feel like I'm just not seeing them. I haven't actually tamed a wild horse in a while. Now, I do have a lot of them. I still wish I could call my horses out, like, when I'm out and about. I could, like, change horses, so that's kind of a bummer. Okay, where are we going for this arrowhead? No, we're right here somewhere. Yep, right here. Right now I'm currently ranking up the black legendary because I've got a couple of those challenges where you have to ride across the map. And so I want him fully ranked up if I can get him. But apparently it takes a long time. The map is definitely big enough for more horses. Apparently it takes a long time to get them to like max rank, I guess. It feels like it's taking forever. I've been at like rank 3 for a while. I think it's 5. 5 like the max. But there's one, somebody said you get 40 minutes to travel. Somebody said it did take them like 20 to 25. I'm like, that's crazy. I just want him to be a little bit more maxed out. I did get the, I got the horseshoes that's supposed to make it so he doesn't run out of stamina, but he still runs out of stamina pretty quick. All right, I'm going to go south here, and then I think I might do a Black Bell mission. I haven't done Black Bell in a while. I wonder if I can steal a horse for her. Oh, I do only need to do one more. Oh, blending tonics crafted to use. We could definitely do that. Can I do that on the wheel? I can never remember if I can do blending tonics on the wheel. I feel like it's in a weird spot, right? There we go. It's so interesting to me that they put hardy tonics up on the top part and blending tonics down on the bottom part. And I get that's because blending tonics are for hunting and hardy tonics are for your person. But at the same time, I'm like, that makes it confusing. Do you mean all your horses that all at once ride with you? Oh, that would be super cool. But no, I just mean so that you could change horses when you're out in the world instead of having to go to a stable. I'd love to be able to take 2, though. That'd be cool. I don't really know that I need it in Crimson Desert so much. In Crimson Desert, if you get 2 bounties, you can actually put one on the back of your horse and you can carry one, which is hilarious. But right now you have to go to a stable to change horses. Or if you steal a horse, you have to ride all the way to a stable to like tame them or for them to become yours. So I just wish there were a couple other options. Because sometimes you're nowhere near a stable and you see a horse you want to steal because it has like cool saddle or like cool whatever and it's a cool color. And I'm like, if I steal this, I'm going to have to ride for the next 10 minutes to get to a stable.
You did all right on that last one.
I did.
I say that grudgingly.
Yeah, horse theft.
Okay. Now I may seem strong to you, but I have a weakness. A fair old few of them,
I would
actually.
totally take a new Red Dead that
I'd wait for
features
young
like
man,
Black Belle
old
and some of the
booze
older
and good
characters there.
horses.
But I don't know how that would go because like she's alive in
But
this one
that's
here
all
and
I'll
fine,
tell you
so
about.
I don't know how
Of
you
the
could
three of
tie
them,
that in
it's
because nothing
only a good
bad happened to her.
horse that'll
And I
last
feel like
me
in a
morning.
Red Dead
So
game
that's what you're
specifically, like the
getting
main
me.
character has to die at the
From
end.
Callagher Hall, the old grey place. Now get it off of them and bring it to my friends. You'll find them near Braithwaite.
I guess no spoiler alerts, but I wonder if
Okay.
even though these games have been out forever, I wonder if the main
Okay.
character in every
Quick
Rockstar
as you
game usually
can now.
dies. Or if that's just Red Dead.
I'm in dire need of
Something to ride. Spicy. She's so spicy. Hello, Black Belle. Come here, Saga. And let's give you a cookie. Unless they end it with her leaving her former gang alive and you just don't follow her. Yeah. I just feel like that's the... I mean, I guess there's only been 2 Red Dead games, so... But that's the pattern so far. Because it is Red Dead Redemption, so it's about a... The game ultimately is about a redemptive arc. I still say if they're going to do a Red Dead 3, I want new characters and a new story and a new gang. I don't mind if it ties into this map and does have some crossover with the... with like Arthur and Dutch and, you know, that gang and everything. But at the same time, I think I'm ready for a new story. I feel like their stories have been told well to a point where I don't necessarily need more. I felt like that with Ghost of Tsushima too. People were really disappointed that Jin wasn't getting more of a story, but I really felt that Jin's story was complete. And that there wasn't too much unique that they could tell for him. And when I get to that point, then I'm okay. Now, when Red Dead 1 ended, I definitely wanted to play as John more. I was looking forward to that. And so when they introduced Arthur, I was devastated. I was like, damn it. And now I'm just like, what was I thinking? Arthur's the superior character. Wish I could play as him more. All right, what do we got in here? What do we got? A little Nakota. I love it when they do a good saddle with a horse that you're stealing. Oh, my belly's gonna growl. What time is it? 10:30? You can wait, stomach. You can wait. I'm out of bananas, I think. I'd go grab a banana, but I'm pretty sure I'm out. I'll check. I might have one of the older ones, but if it might be too brown. I don't mind ripe bananas, but they go past a certain point where you're like, ma'am, you like banana bread brown. You're not eating brown. Oh no! Why did it aim on the... Okay. Give you a cookie. I wouldn't mind if it was a new gang, but I think it would be interesting if you could play as either Jose or Dutch in the epilogue, depending on whether you played high honor or low honor. That would be interesting. I would definitely not want to play as Dutch, though. I'd high honor all the way. That means I get to play as Hosea. I don't know what you would do, though. If you had, like, a new gang... Like, I don't know. What would you do as Hosea or Dutch, though? It's like nothing really happens to them early on. Just, like, meeting people, gathering them into the gang. Like, it'd be interesting. I have this fear that they're just going to focus on GTA and they're not going to actually do another Red Dead 3, but... Oh. Rival players can steal the horse? Well, come get me in the safe zone. Mission passed. Alright, now the question is, did I take both my blending tonics? I did. Okay. No more generals. Could try to get the 5 perfect pelts. Hunt the leader, you have to have a group. And I haven't seen anybody start a hunt the leader in the... There's many blue dots are in this lobby, I'm surprised. I guess their missions could be up until the point of Dutch and Hosea meeting. Would be interesting to see how they would do that for sure. The moon. All right, let's find a spot that's got some good collectibles. Oh, maybe what I could do is try and complete some sets here real quick. Like heirloom. Oh, 3 out of 10. Oh, no. That's just for that. Okay, yeah. How many do I have out of... 11 out of 15. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to... Collector's bag. Oh, actually, weren't we pretty close to finishing Wildflowers? I wouldn't be able to get 3, though. Or 4. I forget how many I needed. Alright, so we need the cherrywood comb. Take these off red. Let's see, that's the ebony hairpin. And the boxwood comb. And the ivory hairpin. Okay, one of those is in Valentine. I got a bunch of cards that are red, but that would have been from last time. But I imagine I probably still need them, so I might pick them up as well. Morning, Rose. There's been so many people on the map, I'm curious if anybody's congregating in Valentine. I might go up north through Cumberland. So there's all those cards there. Could also have the missions be up to the point of them adopting Arthur and then John. Yeah, how old was Arthur when he joined the gang? Like 13 or something? I forget. I'm so rusty on all that just because it's been a while since I played story. It's like facts I used to know once upon a time I don't remember anymore. I thought I saw this pelt off the back of my horse. Just gonna sell it to this guy to get it off.
Looking to sell your wares or buy some of the finest meat to ever grace this town?
Take this pelt. It makes my horse look icky. Oh, she's got a clean little butt.
You'll be back.
All right, we are upstairs on a table in room 2C. Sweet. Jack is 12 years old in Red Dead Redemption 1. Oh, Jack. I will say that that is the only thing that I would riot if they had us play as Jack in a Red Dead 3. I hated Jack. I'm sorry. Jack is annoying in both. I'm not in the right spot. Jack was annoying in both 1 and 2. He would need significant... I don't even know what they'd have to do to improve him to make it so I would want to play as him. Because I found him... So if you played 1, you super hate him because he's annoying as hell. But then I felt like he was even annoying as a kid. But maybe I just found him more annoying as a kid because he was such an annoying adult. And I carried that over. So maybe that wasn't quite fair to Kid Jack. But at the same time, like, yeah, he grated on my nerves. Whereas some people were probably like, oh, that's cute and adorable. I was just like, Jack. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that because it would be heading out of cowboy era. You'd have cars. You'd have, like, the 1920s era of... And people are like, oh, that would be really cool to play as, like, you know, a 1920s, like, whatever they were in the 1920s, mafia or whatever. I was like, nah. Like, I want horses and, like, Wild West and cowboys and, like... I want to play a 1920s flapper or something or other. I don't know. Personally, I don't know what was the 1920s eras about. I'm mixing all my eras up. I can think of the style. Like I can think of the style in my head, and I just can't think of the word. Maybe I'm. The only thing I kind of found interesting was Jack's outfit as an adult at the end of 1. Even then, was just like next. Oh man, his personality across the board from a kid to a teenager to an adult was just terrible. I was like, who wrote you? They should be fired. I think they'd have to make it a different game if they wanted to continue Jack's story. Yes. Maybe Mafia was what I was thinking of. Flapper was the style for sure. I love Rose, that did it to you last. I think was it last week, too, where it typed in the emoji instead of put it in there. I've seen it do it a couple times recently. Your emojis are like, no. Appreciate the lurk, Ghost. I do have a bit of a desire. I am actually, a lot of times when I log into the evening, it's not even online. I log into story and just ride around as Arthur. I do have a desire to kind of play through the story again fully. Right now I'm just like riding around, getting the satchel stuff. Not really doing anything in particular. Where in the Rockstar GPS is this taking me? What the hell? I'm like, we rode right by the house. What is happening? Like, hey, we don't need dimension of tongues out. Wasn't that serious, YouTube? Come on, YouTube. Get your shit together. Apparently Twitch is really I gotta turn my audio down. I'm shouting now to shout over the rain. Apparently Twitch is really sensitive about like little butt cheeks on emojis. And they'll like remove them if you have an emoji that's got like little tiny butt cheeks. Which I think is hilarious. Okay, we've got another heirloom that is north at Willard's, and the last one is in Saint Denis, opposite ends of the East Coast here. I forget what, I think somebody made something for the person I watched, and he's like, yeah, I can try to put that up. He goes, but Twitch will usually remove. So, like, any little, like, dabbing emotes or emotes that have little, it's like a little cutesy thing, and you get, like, the cute little butt cheeks. And apparently they're pretty sensitive about it over there, I guess. They'll let women full on, like, be naked on Twitch and just give them a little, like, tiny tap on the wrist. And they're like, little cute emoji with butt cheeks? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Twitch is so messed up, honestly. I'm in Twitch streams to spam the hell out of the twerking emoji. Like, the butt is going ham on there, would never guess. Yeah, apparently that's the ones, but I guess it's selective. Maybe they have to, I don't know how they ping it or how they, because he said he has a friend who's had one removed twice. Because it's got little butt cheeks, apparently. So I don't know how they determine or how they see it, or maybe if it's something like, I don't know. Apparently, I guess they're selective like they are with everything else. I mean, I've seen some female streamers do some pretty shady shit on there, and they're like, this is fine. You know why it's fine? Because it's bringing in viewers and you get money from it. That's why you don't care. You know, the double standard over there is wild. If a guy does something like that, they get banned for life, and a woman's like, okay, if you insist, we'll give you a 24-hour ban. If people insist. And they're right back to doing it again. I swear, more women on Twitch have, like, wardrobe malfunctions than, Ooh, I see another blueberry. This has been such a popular spot. I am just here for a family heirloom. I am not here for you. Am I gonna get shot? Possibly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dynamite. Okay, where is this? In the wardrobe in the east bedroom. The fuck is he doing up there? Take ivory hairpin. Is this the day? Is this the day where my streak of no blueberries messing with me ends? Seems so. How'd they get me? I was all the way in here. That's hilarious. He spawned in like right behind me. See if they get me while I'm in my camp. We're gonna have to fast travel quick. That's hilarious. Nice try. Good attempt, fellas. Good attempt. 159 and a 145. They weren't even babies. They were 159 and a 145. Not babies at all. Shame. You should have had me. All right, where's my last one? My last one is in Saint Denis. I didn't want to hear anything about using my incendiaries. They were trying to blow me up with dynamite, okay? And here I am just minding my own damn business, just trying to collect a few things. I watch female bodybuilder videos for both their food ideas, and then I get dumb shit. Yeah. I don't see the jacuzzi stuff on my front page anymore, but I see now that they started putting women on the front page again. Yeah. Busting out is right, dude. I'm sorry, but I don't know how they keep them in there because, like, if I was wearing something like that, I'm 100% flashing everybody. Like, that's just the way my body is set up. Like, they ain't staying in there. They're just not. they aren't. I'm gonna be flashing the world. No, thank you. No, thank you. We don't need no nip slips. Okay? I'm just saying. There are some tops that the women wear that I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you are staying in there. Okay. Ooh, I'm riding out of town like I'm not trying to ride toward the direction of my collectible. Okay. My collectible is... No, I'm blocking the road, everybody. I'm sorry. All the way over here. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Fucking rude, first of all. The devil take you.
Don't do this.
I'm probably not going to be able to get this collectible now. I'm just not going to lie. Ran into my horse. He deserved it. Damn you to hell. Hide me, Gus. Hide me. I just need to get this and I'll get out of town. He's searching over there. He can't find me. Just hiding here for a second. They take the first shot, they get what they ask for. 100%.
Hello, ma'am.
Doop 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 doop. I hate when they do that in game. Look, he could have just waited a second, okay? He didn't need to run me over. You know? It's just fucking rude. All right, I think I need one more. Did I get all three actually? Do I have a full set now? Heirlooms? 14 out of 15. I'm still missing one. Okay. All right. Where's the last one I'm missing? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Let's go to Armadillo. Before I stopped playing GTA 5, the cars would just pull in front of you. It is hilarious to me that Rockstar has this, like, in Crimson Desert, or in other games, the horses or the people, like, move out of your way. I wouldn't say Crimson Desert, because in Crimson Desert, the hitbox area is, like, so wide. Like, you could be nowhere near someone, you're riding past them, and it sends them flying, which is hilarious. In other games, though, the horses and people move out of your way. So when I've played Red Dead so long, I move in the opposite direction, thinking in Red Dead I need to get out of the way, and then I end up running into the NPC in this other game that was getting out of my way because I was expecting him to act like a Rockstar NPC. I've definitely been killed while fishing. I've definitely been totally... And because you can't see the minimap, it startles you. Like, it's legitimately, like, startled me. when I've gotten killed, blown up, dynamite thrown while I'm fishing. Because you don't know they're coming, so you don't know they're there. And then just all of a sudden, there's just loud explosion on your screen. I think I've probably been killed doing pretty much every activity in this game at some point. I got 4 network errors yesterday and got kicked from Red Dead 2 times. Ooh, the servers must have been struggling a little bit. That sucks. I have those days occasionally. It doesn't happen as often anymore. Like, in beta days it happened a lot. But it doesn't really happen to me too much anymore. But I will have the occasional day that I get kicked and it has some network errors. Is that dynamite again? Holy shit, what is happening on this map today? I'm gonna say I haven't actually been attacked by another player in quite a while. That was the first in a while. I'm truly surprised I survived because I just don't PvP in this game anymore. Anybody else in this game who regularly shoots players will have an advantage over me because I just don't do it anymore. I swear the NPCs in Red Dead purposely try to get you. They totally do. Assholes. Crimson Desert is it's like a wide open world game. It looks very similar to Red Dead in terms of look at that. See him turn it into me? And then they yell at me. They're like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, you turned it to me, bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? There are areas that look like the Heartlands, and there's desert areas, there's tropical areas, there's deciduous forest areas, there's snowy areas. So it's a wide open map, and basically you play as Cliff. There's a couple other players you can play as. Ghost, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Appreciate you. Where am I later? Congratulations. Welcome to the Pew Pew crew. You play as Cliff. At the very beginning, this one faction has basically like defeated the Greymanes, so you're part of the Greymanes, and you survive sort of. I don't want to kind of tell you what happens. It's weird. And part of the story is you're going around and like gathering up the Greymanes to bring them back together to like reform your faction in your area, and you're building your camp up. You're getting supplies for your camp and like building it and like building you can farm on your camp, like a whole bunch of stuff. And you're going around and you're defeating a bunch of these other like factions, like the Black Bears, or like there's a bunch of them. And you're like liberating the area. So that's kind of the premise of the game. Okay, so that should be it. We should have a full collection of... Yeah, 15 out of 15. Nice. Okay, we got 3 whole collections, guys. 3 whole collections. I can't believe they started adding self-driving cars to GTA Online. That's amazing. Shortly I found out that was life in LA now, not sure about the rest of Cali. It was shortly after that I found out. It's life in LA, not sure. I haven't seen any yet here, but supposedly they're trying to do it in New York City. It makes no sense for a walkable city. I feel like this, so the city, I'm not in a big city like New York or anything like that. It's a city that's on the smallish side. And as good a job as they do at making it, they need to do a better job of making it like walkable, bikeable, I feel like, because I would totally bike to work, but I would fear I would die because it's just not... There's definitely like bike lanes and bike areas, but at the same time, like drivers down here are terrible, and also I feel like it's just not set up in a way that is friendly to bikers. Like not even friendly to bikers, but like safe for bikers maybe. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I would legitimately fear that I would die. Like a car would run me over and I would die. Otherwise, I'm like... If I get this new job, I'll be further away from work. But like right now, I'm like 2.5, 3 miles from work, I feel like. I'd have to look up the exact mileage. I'm a little bit... I feel like I'm a little further now where I am. Let's see. I was like, I could easily bike that. It would just be sad if it was raining. What do you mean something went wrong? 2.5 miles. Yeah, 2.5 miles. But it can take a long time because there's so many, like, cars. That's how I felt down there in Florida. Been watching the cycling. I'm not going to say, I just try to say the Italian word there. And I do get the urge to start cycling. Unfortunately, I have nowhere to store my bike. Yeah, that would be an issue too. Like my bike would just have to be in my apartment, and my apartment's not really big and there's not really space for a bike. And that's what I would have to do. Thought about it though. So I go to work early now so that I do miss most of the traffic. But if I'm going to work normal time, it's also so I can get parking. Dude, it can take me so long to get to work because just there's so many people and the lights. I go through in 2.5 miles. Let's see. I got a circle, and then I have a light, a light, a light, a light. That's 4. Another light. That's 5. Another light, 6. Another light, 7. I think it's 7 or 8. I think there's one more light. And I'm not kidding when I say that I hit. If I hit, I know how I'm gonna hit them too. If I hit the first one red, or no, if I hit the first one when red, and I don't get to go until my turn. If I don't get to make a right until it turns green, then I'm gonna hit every light red. Every light until I get to work red. If I get there and it's red and I can turn right on red because there's an opening in traffic, then I'll likely hit all of them green. Hey, Cyber, how's it going? Even the bike lanes here aren't safe enough. Yeah. Also, there are some places where it's easy for people to get sort of walk into the lanes because of adjacent pavements and construction blending stuff together. Yeah, hard to explain. I definitely, I feel like I kind of get what you're talking about. Especially they were doing a bunch of construction in a kind of a downtown down here. And I just feel like it gets, yeah, I think it gets confusing as to what lane is what. Even as a driver, sometimes when they've got stuff shifted. And it's like, sometimes I don't even blame the driver necessarily. Also, people down here are crazy. The other morning, I swear, I saw 3 people try to commit suicide by crossing the road when they didn't have a walk. Meaning crossing when it's like green, they're crossing across and those people have a green light. And I'm not kidding you. One person like narrowly avoided getting hit by a car. It's dark when I'm going to work in the morning. Usually I'm going so early. It's like just starting to get late. And it's hard to see people. And I was like, what are all of you dumb? As somebody took a bike, like rode a bike right in front of me. Literally right across the street in front of me. Just crossed the road in front of me to get to the bus station, I guess, on the other side. And I like almost ran right into him. And I'm just like, why is everybody trying to kill themselves this morning? I saw somebody the other day, or this is maybe a month or 2 ago, cross. And again, it's a green light for cars. So he's walking across. He has a red stop, don't cross. And almost like I'm not kidding. Probably the closest I've seen to somebody getting hit by a car down here and not get hit. And he actually like stumbled and like fell into the other side where the other side of the walkway where it was curb, and like fell and like sprawled out on there. And I was just like, what? Why? Wait for the walk. What are you doing? It's dark. Extreme jaywalking. Extreme. There is so much down here. And it's like, I don't hardly blame sometimes people that get hit, like the cars that hit people, because it's like, you don't know. These college students too, dude, they are so brave with their earbuds in and looking straight down at their phone. They just step off the side and start walking. They don't give a shit. I'm like, you are gonna die one of these days, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, they need to do something about that area in the cars. And it's like, the car was just driving. They weren't even driving fast. They can't predict that some idiot is just gonna step off the sidewalk, not in a pedestrian crosswalk, and just step out into traffic. Like, freaking man, everybody down here, death wish, committing suicide. And really, it's just impatience and I'm more important than you and I'm not paying attention vibes. Like, they're not actually suicidal. It amazes me down here how many people, like, think that they are the center of the universe, though. I'm like, you are not the only person out on the road, sweetheart, you know? It's no wonder my insurance is so high down here. It's crazy. Gonna head to MMA soon. I hope you have a good MMA session. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here soon. I'm getting pretty hungry. Let's try to grab a couple fossils. I would say that I can't get many fossils because... Is there an area down that's not in the snow that has fossils? Not really. Alright, we're gonna go to Coulter and go north and just grab a few fossils, and there's a coin up there as well. I noticed that before I moved. That's what happened. This kid at 9 p.m. crossed a highway and a semi hit the kid. It's so crazy. And I feel so sad for these, especially when it's someone young. But at the same time, I'm just like, what were you thinking? I mean, I think people honestly think they're like, oh, it's a car, they'll have to stop. It doesn't matter if they have the right of way or I have the right of way. As a pedestrian, they have to stop for me. And I'm like, yes, but they also have to see you. They have to see you and know that you're there and be able to stop. Some of these, you know, trucks and things, depending on the speed, like they're not necessarily going to be able to stop their vehicle. This is crazy. That's why I hate driving around here, because I'm afraid I'm going to hit somebody, and I would certainly not want to bike anywhere because I'd be afraid to be hit. Now, I wouldn't be as stupid as some of these people. But at the same time, like, drivers down here just are not good. You have a mix of young kids and then also retired people, I feel like. And yeah, and everybody's impatient. And everybody, so if a light goes red, inevitably 3, 4, 5, 6 cars are going to go through that light. Your light could be green for a solid 10 seconds and you're still waiting for somebody on the other side to finish going through the intersection. Now, something they're doing down here is they are adding a couple of red light cameras, which they haven't done before. Or if they've done before, they've been taken down because unlawful, blah, blah, blah. But they're actually, they got it passed, and there's a couple intersections where they're putting in red light cameras, and they're going to do a campaign where they warn people it's happening, and people get warnings at first. So many people are going to get tickets. It is insane because everybody runs the red light down here by a lot. Not just a little bit. Not like the light went yellow and as I'm in the intersection it went red. Like, I'm not even... this is what people are... People have not even gotten to the intersection. The light has gone red and they're still going through it. I totally passed this fossil, didn't I? I did. Where is it? Where's the spot? I passed it a long time ago. It was way back here. Let's go back. I was not paying attention. I was actually happy when they finally legalized jaywalking here, as long as you pay attention. Yeah, if you're paying attention, I mean, dude, I've totally walked across the road not at a pedestrian crosswalk. But I'm also not dumb. I will look both ways, and if nobody is coming in either direction and it's a clearly visible spot, I'm like, yeah, this is totally fine. What I'm not going to do is on a major highway at, you know, the crack of dawn when it's still mostly dark outside is try to get across when traffic is coming. Like, that's just a recipe for disaster. Hearing about traffic around this country as well, though it's only getting worse for phones, it seems. Yes, everybody's on their cell phone nowadays, too. Crazy. Drivers here in Jersey don't believe in stop signs. They turn right without stopping, and I almost hit them because they're literally 10 feet from me as I'm driving, and they turn. Yeah. The not stopping, it drives me insane, too. And mostly what I think when I see these people is I just think in their minds, they must be really? You had to go all the way around behind the horse to mount? That's weird. I think in their brains, they're like, there is nobody more important than me on the road. I am the center of the universe. And normally it comes out something like this when I'm driving. If I'm in a semi-good mood, I'll be like, I am the most important person in the whole world. No one is more important than me. That's just what I think. That's in my brain. That's what I think they think. That they are the most important. No, and everybody has to get out of their way and bow to them. And yeah, it makes for a really bad driving situation when everybody out there has that mentality of, I don't have to stop. I shouldn't have to wait. I shouldn't have to obey this law because my needs are more important. And I don't agree with it. And it drives me insane. So it's like, you're literally not the only person on the road. There are a lot of other people. And if you just follow the rules and be cooperative, it drives me crazy too. Also circles. And we've talked about this before. I hate it when someone doesn't know how a circle works or a roundabout. And I hate it, especially when someone is in the roundabout and they stop to let somebody in that is not in the roundabout yet. And I was like, you are going to cause an accident. Like, just fucking drive your car and they'll be able to get in right after you. You're causing confusion. You're making the people behind you have to stop and potentially run into you. The person outside the roundabout isn't expecting you to stop and let them in because that's not how it works. You're not being polite and allowing people to come in. You're making it more difficult for everybody on the road right now. Just follow the laws and don't be a dumbass. How hard is that, you know? Have I heard about Florida Man? Is that what you're saying? Yes. I have to cross a huge intersection to grab the bus for my Trader Joe's. At night, I do not play that shit. I have to be extra careful. Yeah. I mean, at nighttime, it's so crazy. Like, I mean, obviously, if you have a good view and, like, you can see that nobody is coming, or depending on what time of night it is. But at the same time, like, man, it's just, I wouldn't chance it. You're, like, taking your life, and the chance that somebody else in a car is gonna be paying attention and be able to see you, and it's just not worth it to me, I guess. It's saving 10 seconds to get across a little bit sooner is not worth my life. Hey, look at that. We actually, what did we get? Oh, this one gave us a full set. Look at that. What a good little thing we did here. Everyone thinks of the center of the universe until I get out of my truck to slap the shit out of them. Gypsy the other day had to get out of the car because somebody was driving the wrong way and wouldn't get out of the way in the parking lot. And of course, you know, he can look a little intimidating. He's got tattoos everywhere. You know, he looks like a tough guy. Even though he's secretly a marshmallow. Don't tell him I said that. You know, so he's like, people's demeanor changed. And I was like, you're going to get shot one of these days. Can you please just stay in your car? Just, like, not get into confrontations with people, please. I don't want to get a phone call that, you know, somebody in the Publix parking lot shot you because you got out. And the other guy was totally in the wrong. So, like, I get it. And he was in the way. Like, he needed to get out of the way. He was driving down the wrong way after blocking the road. So, like, I get it. But I'm just like, man, like, you just never know. People are crazy nowadays. He's like, what's he gonna do to me? What's the worst happen? I was like, he could shoot you. He could pull out a gun and shoot you. It is Florida. Shit like that happens all the time. That's why I was like, as much as I, like, obviously there's some stuff I would stand up for. It depends on what's happening. But in general, like, when something like that happens, I'm just gonna let it go because people are crazy. And I don't know. I don't want to get shot over something dumb. It's shot saving someone's life? Sure. Like, do I want that to happen? No. But, like, is that a better way? Sure. Like, if I'm saving somebody's life, if there's something happening or I'm intervening, yeah. But over something dumb? No, thank you. I'd rather not get shot for that. I can guess how soon I can start walking before the light changes, but it's so risky on the intersection, perceiving how far the cars are. Yeah, especially at night, it's so much harder to tell. Like, I feel like in the daytime, it's not as bad, but, like, at night with headlights, it can be so hard to tell. People have died along the road over the years. Yeah. I mean, definitely have places down here where people have gotten hit and died. We had somebody, I don't know if they died or if they made it, got hit crossing where there wasn't a crosswalk the other day. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I was hoping to get to another Dame Time Cycle, but I need to get some food and I need to... Yeah, he got out of the car because the guy wouldn't move. So the guy got out of the car, so he stepped out of the car. And I was like, what are you doing? Get back in the car. I wasn't with him. I was not with him. He's just retelling me the story. And I was like... so basically, he stepped out to tell the guy, he's like, you're going down the wrong way. He was trying to gesture, and I guess the guy got mad and got out of his car. Why does that name look so familiar? And so he got out to be like, you're going the wrong way. Like, this is a one-way. Like, you're in the way. Like, he's trying to drive down, and this guy's blocking because he's going the wrong way. And the guy was, like, mad, and he got out all blustering. He's like, well, yeah, as soon as he sees me, he, like, backs down because he's like, yeah, you know, I look intimidating. And I was like, oh, my God. Please don't tell me these stories. Please don't tell me these stories. You even told me a story once of, like, a guy brought a gun into the gym once where he was, and he, like, talked to the kid about it. Now he shouldn't do that. I was like, oh, my God, you're going to get shot one of these days. Yeah. On that note, I am going to wrap up because I do have a bunch of schoolwork I have to do today. I'd keep going for a little bit because I'm having fun with you guys, but I have so much schoolwork to do. It's like slightly intimidating, and I just need to get some food and get working. And pray the 6 weeks go by super fast. Well, 5 weeks now. I'm down 5 weeks. 5 weeks left of the class, so I should be good. It's not really hard material. It's just a lot of material. So I'm gonna go do that. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. Unless something devastating happens with the work, I should be able to manage the load enough to continue streaming Saturday morning. So I will be back next Saturday. This is the 23rd. Yeah, should be back like normal next week. Should have a normal schedule. May do a bonus stream on Memorial Weekend, like that Monday I'm off, but we'll see. We'll have to see what the workload is. So thanks again, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully I get to chat with you all guys soon. Bye, everybody.